Hi, Marshall with Simple Machine Brewing. I'm here on behalf of Cano today. I just wanted to take a moment to go through the software on the line. When you first turn the machine on, it only takes a moment to load. Once the HMI loads up, it lands here on the main screen, so you have all your basic controls for fast flow, slow flow, and end flow for both the filler 1 and filler 2, or left and right. On the right hand side you have a manifold lift number and then a CO2 flow, which is how long the purge for CO2 is going to go on each fill cycle. If you push the bottom right button that says System, all it does is display information about your canning system, and then you have some options to reset counters or set the date and time on the actual HMI for your line. Push the button again and it switches back to the main screen. Moving toward the left, the Systemdiag screen allows you to control all of the solenoids on the line except things dealing with the seamer. So the manifold extend will drop the fill cycle. Once you push it, the button changes to manifold retract so that you can push that and it brings the fill heads back up. When you're running a CIP, what you would want to do is drop the fill heads and then open fast flow 1 and fast flow 2. When you're done with CIP, close them up and bring your heads back up. You can also dispense a lid or pre-purge cans if you need to for some reason. Moving to the left, the Manifold Settings screen looks a lot like the main screen, except it has a test feature, so you can test fill either both of the fill heads or just 1 or 2 individually. Any changes that you make to the numbering on this screen will be the same as reflected on the main screen. When you first start running, this is the screen that you're going to want to be on just so you can set your test fills. Moving left, the Seamer Settings page is where you can control all of the individual solenoids on the seamer itself. On the left-hand side of the Seamer Settings page, there's an Enable button, which will turn the seamer on for normal action. On the Maintenance section of the screen, you can put it into Manual mode. Once you activate Manual mode, all of the individual options become available. So you can lift your puck, you can turn your motor on, turn your motor off, or activate Op 1 and 2 individually. The settings on the right-hand side shouldn't need to be messed with unless you're on the phone with a Cano tech. The puck lift delay is no longer necessary because we have a safety feature built into the seamer now, which we'll get to shortly. And then Op 1 and 2 is just how long each op is activated. That shouldn't need to be adjusted. The same as the motor RPM. That's just how fast your motor is spinning from the factory. One thing I definitely need to point out is that if the seamer is in manual mode, if you're on the main screen and enable the seamer, as a safety backup, it will not activate until you turn manual mode off. So if you're ever trying to run and your seamer is not working for some reason, just come to the Seamer Settings page and ensure that it's not left in manual mode. The last screen on the left here is Lid Settings. If you push Lid Dispense, it'll go through both actions and drop a lid, and this is where you would change the lid actuate timing as well. 0.75 is how it's going to come from the factory, and that shouldn't need to be adjusted. It's only determining how quickly that the action throws on the lid knife itself. So that's pretty much it on the software, guys. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. Thanks for checking out the video.